Nova Online.
He sent me more photos of him, like, with his makeup done.
He's got it all: a neck beard, the tendency to talk to girls who've yet to reach adulthood, more estrogen than the average male, and he's into age regression. Today, we have him exposed yet again for talking to a minor on Discord, the inappropriate or weird conversations they would have, and maybe even hints at a transition. If you haven't been around this corner of the internet, or this little fella here hasn't popped up on your TikTok feed, he can't hold down a job for the life of him due to how difficult he is. He's been caught on multiple occasions now talking to minors on Discord or elsewhere, and is known for his stunning karaoke voice. Oh, and of course, his very thought-provoking and insightful food reviews.
The grilled burrito with sausage.
Now, Nova here has recently found himself in some very hot water as some information came to light when a former friend of his came into contact with Solidus, Nova, and Bloodspeth. Now, with both Bloodspeth's and Solid's interest in Nova, they put together a little interview for us where they go through what kinds of interactions they would have, and she opens up about the oddities of Nova's behavior around underage girls. A tendency within this interview you'll come to realize is the Chomo has with these weird Discord friendships is he reels them in, with pity, the whole, oh, woe is me routine. All these people on the internet are bullying him and harassing him for no reason other than his unsightly appearance, and every single screenshot or image exposing him is photoshopped. After he capitalizes on their good-natured spirits, he then whines about his awful life and slides them into this mommy or caretaker role of his, he starts breaking out that age regression and baby talk where this grown-ass man starts cuddling a stuffed animal talking reckless about the baby being sleepy.
He was misunderstood. I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought he was misunderstood and he just needed someone to talk to. So that's why a lot of a lot of things that he did and said, I always excuse it as he just needs someone to talk to. I just need to be there for him because I feel bad for the guy.
I mean, I can get why at first glance she might feel bad for the gremlin. He seems to lead a very sad and awful life, but of course she has to feel bad for him. All the flack he gets is from fake or photoshopped evidence, clearly. At least that's what he really wants her to believe.
On call, he said that they just misinterpreted everything and they took it out of context or the evidence was fake. He said that it was proven, all this, it was edited and all these people are trolls, blah blah blah, and they're believing this version of me. Or just to sum it up, because he would ramble about the same thing for hours. Just to sum it up, people just have I guess a bad image of him because of misunderstanding, or people just faked it. Most of the time when he would talk about I guess the trolls, it's just that he would say it's all fake. Every little piece of evidence it's fake. It's Photoshop.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because he's clearly also hand-feeding her fresh evidence, highlighting he does, in fact, get up to all the things people says he does, including his use of pacifier. Now, of course, the freak thought he had her reeled in. He had her take on the pseudo, take care of me position with this baby talk, because, of course, he has that age regression thing going for him that really seems to, get his rocks off. If it isn't obvious, given he's half-mast cuddling the stuffed animal, the same video he sent to this minor ex-friend of his talking about some "I wish this was you I could hug" baloney. Luckily though, whether it be her own discovery on TikTok or her mom questioning their friendship eventually getting her thinking, she started getting really creeped out as she learned what kinds of things this fellow was getting up to in his past.
But then over time, when I started seeing videos on my For You page of him being a creep, I was okay, maybe his weird behavior is tied to him being a creep, not because he just wanted someone to talk to,
Unfortunately, though, before she became a disgruntled ex-friend of his, he did manage to get a virtual grip on her for a while, complaining about his life issues, of course, because he lives the hardest life out of all of us, sitting at home playing karaoke, getting takeout 4 times a day, and not working. But he really would harp on how awful he thought his life was, constantly whining and venting to her about it.
I think like from what you showed me, it was just mainly like him going, "Oh fuck my wife, fuck my life." It's just all that again.
Um, yeah. So speaking about that,
Fuck my
he
life.
he would
Sorry.
he would sorry, no, you're good. He would do that a lot. Like he um so okay, so I had him as a friend on his old account, like his old Discord of that lady with like the white hair. That I don't know what her name is, but I had him on his old account before he made this new account, and he would only talk to me when we would play video games together, right? But then halfway through, he would start doing this constant thing of just like he would do this constant thing of just like texting me random times in the night and be like, I fucking hate my life. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna hurt myself. And
What a
then as
cornball.
a good friend, yeah, as a good friend, I would reply to that and be like, what's wrong? Don't do that. And he would just days on end wouldn't respond to me. And then he would do the same thing again. Like you say, I hate my life. I'm going to hurt myself. And then I would be like, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what's going on? And it was like this repeated cycle of just like, I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know if he's being serious. And then finally, he out of nowhere, he randomly started talking to me about, I guess, his problems. And the first thing me and him talked about was him with the trolls. He was like, there's a lot of people trolling me.
That not being enough, though, he would end up baiting her with this idea that he was thinking about ending it all.
He said, since we last talked, I put myself on antidepressant and I almost killed myself on multiple occasions.
Cap.
Hold up.
Of course, being Nova, all that bait was in the end just for more sympathy and more attention. I mean, back on February 14th, he was allegedly attempting, where it all amounted to him just squeezing his wrist very hard with something. I believe it's safe to say he's incapable of that sort of thing, but he really led her to believe otherwise across the course of their friendship, which is some real unneeded and really just gross stress to put on someone that young. Not only was he baiting the self-harm on top of bringing her down with his hatred for his own life, but the little freak took a real big interest in this girl's own struggles with mental health and self-harm. And I'm not talking about the kind Nova indulged in. This girl had legitimate struggles in her life she battled with in silence, and this guy could not help but ask about them. Definitely not, of course, in the sense of maybe a worried friend would, but more of a morbid curiosity, and attempt to take her experiences as a little tutorial on how he could go about it himself, asking where the best spots to cut would be to keep them hidden from his mom. Now, or how to go about it and whatnot. It's all extremely inappropriate shit to be asking not only someone who's gone through that awful shit, of course, but a minor.
I remember he was texting me when he was trying to like admit himself into a mental hospital, and he was talking to me about like how he was thinking of killing himself and he was thinking of just like cutting himself really bad. And I was with this guy, right? With Nova. Let's get a little personal. I have like, because he was my friend and stuff like that, I was very vulnerable to him about like my issues with that. And
Okay.
he would try so hard to talk to me about like how I would cut myself. And
What?
he would try like, so how do you cut yourself? Like, was it hard? Like, would you like how would you hide it? I don't want
What
my
the?
mom to be sad if she found out that I did that to myself. I just want to die, things like that. Like he would, and it was very like, I don't know, I was very like, that's why I think I stayed friends with him for so long, because I just genuinely felt really bad for him, because I was like, a normal person generally doesn't think like that.
I just can't reiterate enough how gross his weird interest he took in her own struggles. To keep it a tad more lighthearted real quick after that, I'll I'll let you guys in on a little secret as to why we have these wonderful images of the Nova Online in awful caked on makeup. And that would be his supposed makeup brand deal that he boasted about to this friend that Nova shouldn't have been in contact with, asking her what shades of makeup to buy and whatnot, saying, of course she would know with her being a woman and all. But that's exactly it, Nova. She wasn't a woman. She was just a girl, a young one. She wasn't this protector or mommy figure that was there to protect you, You shouldn't have shown her your weird pacifier either, and you shouldn't have sent all those weird videos with the baby voice talking about her hugging you, dude. It's time and time again with this guy where, something outrageous comes out like this. He can't keep himself away from these Discord servers or talking to those underage, which, of course, this little screenshot we have here, Nova is clearly in yet another Discord, despite the fact I believe he stated he was all done with those because they kept getting infiltrated by the trolls. All in all, the Novine universe, Nova Online, Gabriel Gage, whatever you want to call this little predator, is up to his usual shtick of being an awful, jobless predator talking to minors, wearing a diaper and pacifier, and going nowhere in life. Thanks for sticking around for the whole thing, though. I know I typically cover more nobody predators, but this info on one of the bigger lolcows, it was gold, so I had to indulge, But subscribe and comment for more shit like this. Later, grubbers.